head on his body again, and smeared it with some ointment out of the flask, and he was as well and as lively as ever again. "Ho, ho!" said the girl to herself, "that flask is worth something, that it is." So when she had been some time longer in the hill, she watched for a day when the man of the hill was away, took her eldest sister, and putting her head on her shoulders, smeared her with some of the ointment out of the flask, just as she had seen the man of the hill do with the billy goat, and in a trice her sister came to life again. Then the girl stuffed her into a sack, laid a little food over her, and as soon as the man of the hill came home, she said to him, "Dear friend, now do go home to my mother with a morsel of food again. Poor thing, she's both hungry and thirsty, I'll be bound, and besides that, she's all alone in the world. But you must mind not to look into the sack." Well, he said he would carry the sack, and he said too that he would not look into it. But when he had gone a little way, he thought the sack got awfully heavy, and when he had gone a bit further, he said to himself, "Come what will, I must see what's inside this sack, for however sharp her eyes may be, she can't see me all this way off." But just as she was about to untie the sack, the girl who sat inside the sack called out, "I see what you are at! I see what you are at!" "The deuce you do!" said the ogre. "Then you must have plaguey sharp eyes," for he thought all the while it was the girl inside the hill who was speaking. So he didn't care so much as to peep into the sack again, but carried it straight to her mother as fast as he could, and when he got to the cottage door, he threw it in through the door, and bawled out, "Here you have meat and drink from your daughter. She wants for nothing." When the girl had been in the hill a while longer, she did the very same thing with her other sister. She put her head on her shoulders, smeared her with ointment out of the flask, brought her to life, and stuffed her into the sack. But this time she crammed in also as much gold and silver as the sack could hold, and over all laid a very little food. "Dear friend," she said to the man of the hill, "you really must run home to my mother with a little food again, and mind you don't look into the sack." Yes, the man of the hill was ready enough to do as she wished, and he gave his word too that he wouldn't look into the sack. But when he had gone a bit of the way, he began to think the sack got awfully heavy, and when he had gone a bit further, he could scarce stagger along under it. So he set it down, and was just about to untie the string and look into it, when the girl inside the sack bawled out, "I see what you are at! I see what you are at!" "The deuce you do!" said the man of the hill. "Then you must have plaguey sharp eyes of your own." Well, he dared not try to look into the sack, but made all the haste he could, and carried the sack straight to the girl's mother. When he got to the cottage door, he threw the sack in through the door, and roared out, "Here you have food from your daughter. She wants for nothing." So when the girl had been there a good while longer, the man of the hill made up his mind to go out for the day. Then the girl shamed to be sick and sorry, and pouted and fretted. "It's no use you coming home before 12 o'clock at night," she said, "for I shan't be able to have supper ready before. I am so sick and poorly." But when the man of the hill was well out of the house, she stuffed some of her clothes with straw, and stuck up this last of straw in the corner by the chimney, with a besom in her hand, so that it looked just as if she herself was standing there. After that she stole off home, and got a sharpshooter to stay in the cottage with her mother. So when the clock struck 12, or just about it, home came the man of the hill, and the first thing he said to the straw girl was, "Give me something to eat." But she answered him never a word. "Give me something to eat, I say," called out the man of the hill, "for I am almost starved." No, she hadn't a word to throw at him. "Give me something to eat," roared down the ogre the third time. "I think you'd better open your eyes and hear what I say, or else I will wake you up, that I will." No, the girl stood just as still as ever, so he flew into a rage, and gave her such a slap in the face that the straw flew all about the room. But when he saw that, he knew he had been tricked, and began to hunt everywhere, and at last, when he came to the cellar, and found both the girl sisters missing, he soon saw how the cat jumped, and ran off to the cottage, saying, "I will soon pay her off." But when he reached the cottage, the sharpshooter fired off his piece, and then the man of the hill dared not go into the house, for he thought it was thunder. So he set off home again as fast as he could lay legs to the ground. But what do you think? Just as he got to the trap-door, the sun rose, and the man of the hill burst. Oh, if one only knew where the trap-door was, I'll be bound there's a whole heap of gold and silver down there still. End of section 10.